Hey everybody, it's Heather Green here. I wanted to bring through a channeled message today, specifically from the Pleiadian High Council, all about some of the changes that are happening right now in our world and what's on the horizon. I recently did a Zoom class with a group of people where we actually, where the Pleiadians channeled at that time a little bit more about what's coming this year. And there were some very interesting topics that came in. So I wanted to allow the Pleiadians to share a little bit more and elaborate on what they brought up in the class, specifically on disclosure and a lot of stuff that's being revealed in different aspects of life here on the planet, and also just, what's possible for us in this next year and into next year, 2027, specifically around bringing humanity together more, because there's been a lot of talk about the division and all that kind of stuff. So I just thought it was an interesting topic, and I think you'd all love to hear more. So I'm going to bring them through, and I'll take a few deep breaths, bring the message in, and then I'll come back in at the end. So I'll see you in a little bit. Just give me a moment to get prepared for that. Okay. Greetings from the Pleiadian High Council. It is always our pleasure to connect with you all in this way. Beloved beings of light, we are thrilled to see you where you all are at this time. In this year 2026, in the second quarter of the year, feeling the momentum, the inspiration, and the igniting of the new journey forward. As many of you are on brand new pathways, co-creating in new ways with others, and as your collective begins to shift and change and evolve further, this is an exciting time for many, and for us and other higher dimensional beings witnessing and observing and experiencing with you all that you are in this time. On that note, we'd like to share a little bit more about coming together, humanity coming together. And it is a concern that many of you have in what appears to be the deepening in your divide and the problems and issues and friction and even violence that has come because of that. So we will speak to this part first. And to remember this truth in helping you all to move forward, that you are all in different stages of your evolution, and many of you see from unique perspectives. Many of you have been on this ascending journey for different lengths of time and have had unique experiences in other lifetimes, in other dimensions even. And that brings a great variety to your humanity, which is something to be celebrated. However, what you often fear is where everyone may be a little bit on a different page or may see things from a different perspective. You fear what could be the result of that. And much of that has to do with the trauma from other lifetimes and in other, even on other planets where there was war because of differing beliefs and those that didn't conform to the status quo. So we would assure you that in the process of releasing this trauma, which many of you have already, and many more of you are, will help you to accept that it is perfectly safe and appropriate, even enjoyable and exhilarating to have people who see from a different perspective, have different views of reality, different opinions, different ideas about what might be the path forward. So with that, we would share that you can help this process along. If you want to help humanity come together more, process is really about your unfolding journey, being tuned into your own path, your own frequency, and what you're guided to do on your own journey. In your own creation, which will directly affect your personal reality, you will also be co-creating with those that are aligned with your frequency. And this includes beings in your reality, humans, of course, and also animals and other beings. Your nature kingdom is also collaborating with you. And in this way, your empowerment around your own path is what creates the reality that you're going to experience. There may be other experiences happening out there on your planet that may be very different, and you'll witness those, but they don't have to directly affect your reality and what plays out. And the more that you can be dedicated and devoted to the journey that you're walking and to your own creations that are based off of your soul level desires, the more that you can do this, the more you show the example for others who are on other pathways, who have other timing as far as their awakening, their ascension, and their whatever views, their shift in their consciousness and their perspectives. Much of what we've shared with many of you in the classes where we've taught before through Heather is broad in what we brought through, because it isn't the right time for those who aren't ready to hear all the material yet. This is why you're only getting some pieces of information being revealed in a certain period of time to the greater humanity at large, with disclosure, that is, with particular things that are being disclosed. Throughout this year, you're going to have areas of more disclosure with regard to environmental, legal areas, health issues, and banking and money issues. Those are some of the big areas that are going to be highlighted. And it is all in perfect timing for those who are ready to know about what's behind all of that. What is kept hidden, what have been the dynamics involved, and then what is the next level of trajectory to go forward into. Is for a reason that this isn't all being revealed at once, and that some people will not be able to hear the information yet. They're not quite ready for that. But much of this will be revealed throughout this end of this year, 2026, throughout the next 2 quarters of the year and into 2027. And there will be seeds planted that will allow each of you to, all of you, that is, to begin to create from there new beginnings, new ways of operating, new groups, new forms that result from all of the changes, from what's being revealed. Think of it like the old being cleared and a new plant sprouting from the earth, a brand new dynamic and way of operating for a particular individual or groups. So new ways of working with money, new currencies that are going to become more common for people. People will address their health in different ways, and there will be a lot of different options in these categories for people to create and help the world to be more balanced and aligned, especially with environmental and health issues. There will be new ways of operating, new ways of going forward. And these are just the beginning of the seeds being planted in this now. With that said, we'd like to move into a broader topic here around what many of you have experienced and been hearing about regarding ET contact, particularly with the masses. This is another level of disclosure that is likely to happen this year and into next year, 2027, as we've shared before. And More will be revealed to the collective through videos and media. We see that that will be the first way that this mass contact, if you will be experienced, is more from videos that will be shared in mass groups. And much of humanity will have access to that through your media in many different ways. That will get it started, and it will only be very small pieces that are shared to get people prepared. Again, we would emphasize that none of this will happen until those that are ready to view this will be ready to receive it. And not all of the humans in your humanity group will be able to access these videos or see them. Most of them will, a great majority, we would say, but not all. And that will get it started. And then over the next several years, there will be more sightings, more information revealed about it, more people in your humanity having experiences that they want to talk about. And so it will become more of the norm, so that by the time a mass sighting happens, and again, we would say it may not involve all of humanity, but a greater majority of humanity seeing the sights of the ETs in the skies. It will be from the skies that it will be viewed. And by that time, it will seem like a normal, expected occurrence. You will have been prepped and prepared, and it will be a validation of what many of you already know. This will be something that will happen for many around sunset, the skies being a beautiful pink and darker magenta colors, and a beautiful energy being brought forward for all of you to experience the peace, the unity of what it represents, a peaceful connection. And many groups connected with our group, the Pleiadians, will be part of this contact, and there will be other ET groups as well. You will get a mix of different races, ET races, in this bigger mass contact. But we would say this is still some years out, and this also will be something that will bring even greater global changes, some of which you've all been waiting for, that you will be part of. We wish to remind you that you are collaborating in all of this. It is not something that's just going to happen. It's not just a single incident. It is something that is collaborated together, and that you have all been preparing for some time. This connection, the communication that you've had with these ET groups, many of you has been going on for quite some time. Many of you have already had these experiences on an individual level through telepathy and dreams, meditation, or your own individual contact experiences. So this is just taking it to the next level and a natural unfolding in the evolution of your consciousness, something to be celebrated, something to be looking forward to, as you all will. And with that, we will leave you with that. It is a little bit to digest there. We send our transmission to you with love and blessings, dear ones, that this time in this year, 2026, as you're beginning finally this new chapter, a true time to get excited for and feel the forward momentum, progress. For many, it's like you are in a new lifetime. And that is something worth celebrating, worth cherishing, and enjoying to the fullest. We send our love, our blessings, our support to all that you are each doing in your individual paths, in your endeavors forward. And we look forward to more connections in the future and talking more on these exciting topics. Until then, we will see you next time, sending our love and blessings again. All right, everybody. Glad to be back with you. I hope this mes message helps you in this time. I think it's exciting. I know the Pleiadians have been wanting to share that message with you, and I haven't had a moment free in order to sit down and do a video. So hope that helps you in your journey and helps you as you think about the bigger picture with the world and everything that's happening right now out there. So I will talk more to you next time with on all this stuff next time. Okay, looking forward to more. Have a beautiful rest of your day.